Hey guys, so quick little tale for you. A couple days ago, my girlfriend who lives in Kentucky and I were watching her governor give a little briefing on COVID-19 in her state. After he gave his little briefing, me and her started talking about the different issues going on, one of them being face masks. Face masks, almost pretty much a necessity in these times, also have become very scarce. Hard to come by because people are buying them as soon as they come out, and they've also become kind of expensive. So, with them being scarce and with people needing more masks, I'm here to help provide an idea to make said substitute yourself. And how do you make one? By using an air filter that goes into your air vent. Now, you're not going to use everything about it. Of course, you're not going to use the metal wires inside of it. This particular filter, it takes care of bacteria and viruses down to the microbe level. I'm going to show you step by step a way to make a mask using this and some simple items that are very easy to come by. Full disclaimer, I am in no way, shape, or form a doctor, and I am not a professional. I cannot say for a fact that this is a perfect replacement for masks that are actually purchased in stores, but it is a replacement that I think can help, at least in these times. It helps save you money, it helps you make some of your own, and you can not just make some for yourself, you can help make some for others. So with that, let's get started. List of items of everything you're going to need are, of course, the air filter, some cardboard, some rubber bands, some pipe cleaners or paper clips, a glue gun, some scissors, something else sharp and long, and Sharpie marker. Helps mark things down. And gloves for safety. Step 1 is the cardboard. You want to get yourself a good sized piece of cardboard because the portion you're going to cut out is 15 inches by 6.5 inches. First thing you're going to do is you're going to mark in the center of the cardboard what you have. You're going to get a little dot there. From that dot, you're going to use some measuring tape or a ruler. Up and down, you're going to measure 6.5 inches. And you're going to also from that point get a width of the 15 inches. You're going to cut that out, and you're going to curve the edges to the shape of a football. After you've cut out the football shaped stencil, you're going to set that cardboard aside because you're going to use that to trace the masks off of the fabric from the air filter. Step 2, opening the air filter itself. You can use your scissors to remove the cardboard frame from around the fabric of the air filter, but do not use bare hands when handling the metal wiring. That stuff is sharp, it will cut you. That is when you want to put on the safety gloves. Also, do not worry about damaging the air filter around the edges. Because of the glue that's used to hold the cardboard together and the wiring, it makes the edges of this very hard to use, and I would not recommend using the edges that have the glue on it. So if you can't use the edges anyway, don't worry about cutting it or tearing it from the edges. Go. And look at that. This air filter that was initially 20 by 24 inches. Look at how much this is. By separating all the folds, This is how much material an air filter gives you. When I fold this thing in half and pull it out flat, I get about 52 inches, double that, and that makes 104 inches of material for you to use. So on to step 3, tracing the mask. Now make sure you place your stencil. We'll start a bit of distance away from the glue. Make sure you have a decent amount of space. Take your scissors and cut down one line, giving you just enough fabric to work. The rest of this fabric you can set aside for later. All you need to make a mask is this portion right here. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your stencil, lay it along a line corner to corner of the fabric, the lines being the folds of the filter itself. Then you want to take your Sharpie marker and trace around here. If you'd prefer not to use a Sharpie marker to do the tracing and you'd rather use a pencil or a pen, you may do so. This is just to make sure you're getting the right size for your mask. Now that we've outlined the mask itself, we can cut it out. There we go. Now you can set this aside for when you want to make your next mask. Now I move on to the real crafting portion. This is where you're going to start needing a glue gun. Be careful, safety first. Take one of the corners about an inch inward and fold it. Go ahead and make a crease. And then again, fold it one more time, about an inch forward. Yep. And then you turn it around and do the exact same thing to the other side. Fold it in about an inch. And fold it in once more. At this point, you should have a mask that looks about like this. When your glue gun is warmed up and you've got your creases set, go ahead and take your glue gun and make a dot on each corner. Only one dot. You don't want to put in any more because you don't want to cover the whole thing fill the whole thing in glue. Fold that one dot in along the crease. Then you'll go to the corners of that. Place it 2 dots down, fold in again, get those corners folded down. I realize it's probably hard to see the white filter on the white table, so I'm putting down the cardboard to try to help cover that up. So now that you've added the glue on one side, you want to do the same thing and fold that glue in on the other. So put down the one dot here, fold it in, get another 2 dots on the corners, and fold those in. For the next step, you can either use pipe cleaners or a thicker paper clip. If you want to use a paper clip, you got to undo it and get it straight out. For a pipe cleaner, you fold it in half and twist it. By twisting it, you get a little bit stronger, still malleable, a little tougher to bend. You'll find a center point on the top lip of the mask. Place a dot of the glue. Take your pipe cleaner or paper clip and place the center down, the middle of it down onto the dot of glue. And then you can fold the top of the lip over the pipe cleaner to help conceal it. And you might be asking, what's the point of putting down the pipe cleaner or the paper clip? That is the part that's going to go over your nose to help keep the seal as it bends. After the middle point of the pipe cleaner dries, then you can move to the edges of the pipe cleaner or paper clip and put some glue on the tips and fold that over as well. Another step of the mask done. Moving on. Next, we're going to be shaping it to fit a person's face. Put it over your face, make sure the top corners are pointing ear to ear, and then from your chin, you want to move your thumb along your bottom jaw and up to a pinch so you can get a fold of the mask, like so. When you get those pinches of fold on the sides of your head, you want to take each fold and flatten them straight up against the sides of your cheeks, and then halfway from those folds, bend them inward, and that will create a series of folds that are used to hold the mask in place and make it concave. When you have the pinch of the folds, cover both sides with a paper clip to help keep that fold in place for you. When you move on to the next step, you want to take your glue gun, and between every fold, you want to put a dot of glue in there to hold the folds in place. Make sure they don't go anywhere. Make sure the mask stays sealed in the corners. If you think you need to remove the paper clip in order to get into the folds, that's fine. But in order to remove the paper clip without tearing the mask, you probably are going to have to bend the paper clip outward, because pulling back on the paper clip has made it puncture the fabric. You hold this corner of the mask down until it dries, and then move on to the other corner. By this point, your mask should be about like this. All that's left, make sure it stays on your face. So final step, rubber bands. You want to use what you can to get one hole punched through the corners of the mask, through the folds, like through all the folds. That way it stays strong and it won't tear as easily. I'm going to use a combination of a nail and a letter opener in order to puncture my hole, but be careful with which sharp object you use, because again, sharp objects, they are dangerous. And I just got the first hole punctured in on one corner, so I'm going to wiggle the nail around to help get that hole a little larger. Then I'm going to use my letter opener to again grow the size of the hole. You just wedge it in there in order to make the hole large enough to fit the rubber band. When the hole is large enough, do not cut the rubber band, take one whole end of it, put it up against the hole, and push it through. When the rubber band is through one corner, you want to make a circle loop, one end of the rubber band through the other, and pull. And then you repeat on the other side. And there you go. After you got the two rubber bands in, just hook them over the ear. There you have it. One homemade mask out of an air filter. The reason my girlfriend and I decided to share this project with you all is because we believe that this idea can help save lives. During these hard times, we all want to survive, we all want to stay safe. And making homemade masks like this using safe materials that are also affordable can help save your life and others. Whether you make the mask for yourself for your own protection or for protection of others, these masks can help make a difference, and that is what we set out to do with making this video. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video, and I do hope that this helps you just as much as helping us. Until next time, everybody, stay safe.